Hi everyone, welcome back to Gloucester Golf Centre, myself Joe Lovery. So I'm in the upstairs AT Performance Studio today and I'm going to help you fix your slice. So this is something you see very often in lessons, people struggling, especially when it gets to the longer clubs, with the ball starting to the left and ending up way to the right of target. So today we're going to try and fix that. Very often, you also see it where the ball starts right and goes even further right, much more destructive shot. So I'm going to teach you ways to make sure we'll stop that from happening and some prevention measures as well. Right, so I've got Joe now in his setup position, and what I'm going to show you is very much what causes that big slice to happen. So if I get Joe to swing to the top of the backswing, nice. You can see now he's in this top of the backswing position. Now what happens is the club as such now has to travel to the left through impact, and that's going to come from very much trying to drive with the upper half rather than the lower half. You can see now how it sets the club outside. Now when he comes through, suddenly now everything now is traveling a long way to the left. So what we end up with is a club that's traveling very much towards the corner of the screen rather than towards the centre. So what we actually need to do then is we almost need to try and create the opposite feeling. What we're going to do is if I get Joe here to swing to the top of his backswing again, he's now going to get the feeling of the arms being very lazy from the top. So the arms aren't going to fire first and the lower body's going to move first. And what you'll notice is that club now moves down rather than out in front of him. Now this gives him room to then clear through towards the target, and that's then going to make that path a lot straighter. So if I get Joe to demonstrate that again, he's going to swing up to the top. So if you then were going to hit a big slice, Joe, you'd then throw the hands out, and that's what we see a lot of. So actually we're going to get the feeling the hands stay very lazy and move down, very passive, and then they'll fire from sort of 3/4 of the way down, or it's a quarter of the way down the backswing. So we're going to swing to the top, feeling nice and lazy through that first part. So up to the top, nice and lazy from the first part. And you'll see then how it gets that club dropping down. So this can be really easily demonstrated with a ball like so. Joe, if I get you to hold onto that one for me, you're going to throw a few balls towards me in the screen. So the first one then, we're going to have the arms coming over. Now I already know that's going to start coming towards me. Oh, good throw. So you can see there what's happened is he drives very much the upper half. What you'll find is if I get Joe now to feel as if he's just throwing this ball how you normally would, suddenly now that ball's going to start travelling a lot more towards me. And one more again, Joe. So just feeling then nice and lazy for that first part, let it go a quarter of the way down and then drive. And suddenly you can see he extends towards me. The club as such will start travelling more towards the target. So if I get Joe now in his actual setup position with the golf club, so you can try and repeat that feeling for me again then please, Joe. You're going to swing to the top of the backswing. Let that club feel as if it doesn't do anything for the first quarter and then let everything then power through. So that's the first quarter there, and then everything then drives through from there. And what you'll find there is it's that extra time. You can see it allows that club now to travel ever so slightly to the right, allows him then to actually start the ball right rather than left as we were before, creating that big slice. So thanks so much for watching. So the idea then with stopping the slice is we're going to get quarter of the way down the backswing.
I didn't know you were going to start, and I stood miles away from you. I was like lost. I was like, and then as soon as I started edging,
if you really accelerate from there, so that's going to stop the overhead kind of pull as such. Why are you laughing? Can you just go and have a seat? Just go and sit the other side, Joe.
I'm purposely trying not to look at you.
So the feeling you want to try and get in that downswing, we're going to try and stop the upper half from fire. So the feeling you want to try and get then from the downswing is going to stop trying to fire with the upper half and feel more as if that lower half is going to start it. Hands and arms can stay very lazy for that first quarter, and from there everything else then is going to turn through. What you're going to find is it's going to allow that club to travel more towards the target rather than as we displayed to the left, and that in turn then is going to allow everything then to flow and rotate through towards the target. Give it a try when you next go down the range, get that feeling, really ingrain it, and you'll find them hopefully it's going to stop and fix your slice. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you check out our website and please subscribe.
thanks guys.